Chosen one, pause for a breath. Before another thought rushes in, before doubt tries to explain this away, listen. This moment was arranged, not by chance, not by algorithm. Something unseen has been tracking you, watching the weight you've been carrying, and guiding your steps to this exact second. You didn't stumble into this message. Heaven aligned you with it. And deep down, your spirit already knows that something irreversible is about to happen. Chosen one, you've been walking through shadows lately, smiling on the outside while fighting silent wars within. Confusion has brushed against your faith. Questions have circled your calling. You've wondered why the pressure intensified just when you thought you were strong enough to rest. But hear this gently. Pressure is not punishment. It's proof that something powerful is forming. And chosen one, before we go deeper, pause for a moment, hit subscribe, and comment, "I receive," if your spirit is already responding. Because this message is about to speak directly to you, not as content, but as confirmation. There has been an investigation in the spirit realm. Every tear you cried alone, every night you asked God for clarity, every time you almost quit but didn't. None of it went unnoticed. You were being examined, refined, positioned. That's why the timing feels strange. That's why things went quiet. Silence is not absence, it's strategy. Heaven doesn't rush what carries weight. Chosen one, what you felt wasn't anxiety, it was the countdown. What you mistook for delay was divine restraint. God was holding back the release until the exact moment when no human hand could interfere, no enemy could replicate it, and no past version of you could mishandle it. You survived what should have broken you because you were being preserved for what's next. Now the atmosphere is shifting. Light is pressing in on the places where shadow once ruled. The final seconds are ticking, not toward loss, but toward revelation. And as this minute closes, something hidden is about to be unveiled. Stay with me, because what God is unleashing was reserved, sealed, and timed for you. Chosen one, pause for a moment and feel this. 1 minute, just 60 seconds. It may seem small, fleeting, ordinary, but in the spirit realm, it is monumental. This isn't a countdown for the world, it's a countdown for you. 1 minute marks alignment with divine timing. Every second that passes now is charged with intention. Every heartbeat carries the weight of destiny. Have you felt the urgency in your chest? The pressure that won't let you rest? That is not anxiety. That is activation. That is God preparing to move in ways no human planning could orchestrate. This single minute, right now, holds the power to shift your entire path. Will you let it find you fully awake, fully aware? You've survived battles that no one saw. You've carried wounds that still throb silently beneath your armor. And perhaps the world thinks you are late, that opportunities have passed, that the timing has run out. But the truth is far deeper. God has waited until this precise moment so that your rise could be unmistakable, so that your breakthrough could be undeniable, so that no one could claim the glory but Him. And chosen one, as you feel this truth settle into your spirit, pause for a moment, hit subscribe and comment, "I receive," if your soul is stirring, because what you are about to hear isn't just a message. It's a declaration, a spiritual unlocking meant specifically for you. Consider the power of 60 seconds. In 60 seconds, a life can be altered forever. A prayer can be answered. A destiny can be ignited. The universe does not operate in human schedules. It operates in divine timing. And right now, the alignment is perfect. Have you noticed how life has been pressing, pushing, shaking the foundations beneath your feet? That was not chaos. That was preparation. The spiritual currents around you are converging, swirling into a force you cannot yet fully see. But it is real, palpable, and unstoppable. The minute you are in is sacred. It carries heaven's signature. And yet, chosen one, there is more. This is not just about being ready. It's about recognizing that your past trials were calibration. Every disappointment, every delay, every moment of fear was a spiritual sharpening. Heaven has been silent, not absent. Your patience, your endurance, your faith. These have all been measured, molded, and positioned so that the next wave of divine power could hit precisely when you are ready. How often have you asked, "Am I ready?" The answer is yes. The proof is here. The evidence is in your persistence. The moment you are in is prophetic. 1 minute may feel fleeting, but it is pregnant with possibility. What God is about to release has been held back for this precise second, this exact alignment. Enemies thought they had exhausted your time. Doubt whispered that your moment was gone. Yet here you are, alive, listening, receiving. This minute is life-changing because it carries more than opportunity. It carries validation. It carries recognition. It carries the unshakable reminder that you are the chosen and that your journey is not random. It is divine. It is intentional. It is unstoppable. So, chosen one, as you breathe in this truth, ask yourself, are you ready to step fully into the current God has prepared for you? Are you ready to allow this minute to shift your trajectory forever? The power is here. The timing is perfect. And what is about to be revealed in these next moments will leave no doubt that you are divinely called, divinely protected, and divinely empowered. Stay close. Stay present. The unseen is about to become undeniable. Chosen one, listen closely. What is about to touch your life is not ordinary. This is not a gentle nudge, a passing blessing, or a temporary shift. This is a force so vast, so profound, that human understanding cannot contain it. It is a wave of divine energy, flowing directly from the heart of heaven, and it is moving with unstoppable momentum. It has been held back, restrained only by God's perfect timing until now. And in this precise moment, the barriers that once held you back, the doubts, the fears, the doors that seemed forever closed, are about to be shattered. Have you felt the invisible weight pressing on your spirit? The restless stirring that won't leave you in peace? That is the stirring of what is coming. It is the unmistakable pulse of God preparing to release power into your life that cannot be denied. This is the kind of power that cannot be bargained with, cannot be manipulated, and cannot be stopped by any human effort. Why? Because it is divine. It does not depend on luck, timing, or circumstance. It is beyond strategy, beyond planning, beyond the limitations of the natural world. Imagine a flood breaking through a dam, a lightning strike igniting the night sky, a force so vast that it rearranges everything in its path. That is what God is releasing into your life. Every closed door you have mourned, every dream you thought was delayed, every promise that seemed impossible, each is about to be touched, moved, and activated by this unstoppable power. Can you feel it already? The air around you is charged. The unseen currents are shifting, and your spirit knows this is no coincidence. And yet, chosen one, understand this deeply. This is not just about miracles. This is about transformation. The energy being unleashed will not only meet you where you are, it will take you far beyond where you ever imagined yourself. It will break strongholds you didn't even know were holding you, heal wounds that have lingered in silence, and open doors to realities that your human mind could never have conceived. It is comprehensive, it is strategic, it is meticulous in its perfection, because it comes from a source that sees the entire tapestry of your life at once. Have you felt moments when life seemed unfair, when opportunities slipped through your fingers, when your path seemed blocked? This power was waiting for exactly the right moment to override every limit, to rewrite your story, to assert that you are chosen and protected in ways no one else can understand. This is why it is unstoppable. It cannot be stopped by fear. It cannot be halted by doubt. It cannot be delayed by the schemes of men or the whispers of the enemy. Nothing can withstand it because it is anchored in divine authority. And here's the invitation, chosen one, lean into it. Don't resist the trembling, the anticipation, the recognition that something monumental is moving in your life. Ask yourself, am I ready to receive what is bigger than I have ever imagined? Am I willing to let this power rewrite my story, realign my purpose, and restore what was lost? The answers you give in this moment will determine how fully you walk into what God has prepared. So stay present, be aware, The invisible currents are moving, the spiritual alignment is perfect, and the divine force that has been waiting for your readiness is now in motion. Watch carefully, because nothing will ever be the same after this wave hits. Doors will open that were previously locked. Paths will appear where none existed. Barriers that seemed insurmountable will crumble. And as you step forward, chosen one, know this: you are not just receiving a blessing, you are being touched by an unstoppable divine force, a force designed to shift realities, awaken destinies, and prove that heaven is always in control. Chosen one, listen carefully. You didn't arrive at this moment by chance. Every twist of your path, every season of waiting, every time you felt overlooked or forgotten, none of it was random. The universe has been quietly, meticulously, prophetically preparing you for this exact alignment. Have you ever wondered why certain doors remain closed, why opportunities seem delayed, or why your prayers appear to go unanswered for so long? That waiting, that silence, that tension, it wasn't neglect, it was calibration. Every trial, every heartbreak, every moment you thought you couldn't go further was a divine shaping, a spiritual sharpening, a preparation for what you are about to receive. Every obstacle you face has been carefully placed to test your readiness. God watches not only your actions, but the endurance of your heart, the faith that refuses to break, in the moments when you pressed on, even though the path seemed impossible. This is why timing matters. You see, chosen one, divine timing isn't measured by human clocks, calendars, or schedules. It is measured by spiritual readiness. Heaven waits until the vessel is ready, the heart is aligned, and the spirit is open to receive what cannot be withheld any longer. The exact moment we are in now is not coincidental. It is precise. It is prophetic. It is orchestrated by the hand of God. Think about it. How often have you felt that you were almost there but still missing something? That was preparation. Chosen one. That was God ensuring that when the power arrives, it will be fully effective, unopposed, and unmistakable. Imagine a master jeweler polishing a diamond, removing every imperfection until the stone shines in perfect brilliance. That is what your life has been undergoing: refinement, alignment, and positioning. And the moment you are in is the exact moment the polish is complete. The alignment is perfect, and the brilliance is about to be revealed. Can you feel the tension building? The sense that everything is finally converging? That is not coincidence. It is divine orchestration. And chosen one, recognize this deeply. God's timing is also a safeguard. Everything that came before was necessary for protection, for preparation, and for purification. What seemed like delay was actually strategic waiting. The moment of release has been delayed until the exact alignment where no enemy, no fear, and no human circumstance can undermine what is coming. Everything is synchronized. The heavens, the angels, the currents of energy that move unseen, all converging to this precise second. Have you noticed how things feel different now? How the air seems charged? How your spirit can sense something monumental approaching? That is God moving in perfect timing. So pause and reflect, chosen one. Ask yourself, am I ready to step fully into this moment? Am I ready to allow the divine orchestration to shift my reality, realign my destiny, and release the power that has been reserved only for me? The answer is already in your endurance, in your faith, and in your persistence. You are ready. The timing is perfect. The moment has arrived. And as this realization settles within you, know this: everything that has led you here, the delays, the challenges, the nights of uncertainty, was purposeful. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. God chose this exact moment because He knew you were ready to receive, to rise, and to be transformed. So, chosen one, stand alert, breathe deeply, and prepare your spirit. This is the moment you have been waiting for. The invisible currents are aligning, the divine hand is moving, and the power, the breakthrough, the destiny that was once only seen in your dreams is now at your doorstep, waiting for your acknowledgement. The timing is perfect, and you are ready. Chosen one, listen carefully. Everything that seemed like a setback, every door that slammed in your face, every failure that shook your confidence was never punishment. It was never proof that you weren't enough or that God had abandoned you. No, what you experienced was a divine shield. What held you back before was protection. Heaven was not silent because it had forgotten you. It was silent because it was guarding you, positioning you, ensuring that you would not step into harm before your time. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you thought, if only I had tried harder, I could have made it? Those delays were not mistakes. They were walls built by God to preserve the fullness of your destiny. Every obstacle that slowed your progress was a spiritual safeguard. Every failure that bruised your spirit was a protective measure. Those setbacks were not to break you, but to mold you, to prepare you for the exact moment when divine power would meet your readiness. Heaven does not rush its timing, and it does not allow you to move into battles or blessings before you are prepared. The very things you saw as hindrances were the gentle, invisible hands of God, keeping you safe from harm, keeping your journey intact, and making sure that when your moment arrives, nothing can stand in your way. Can you see it now? The past that once felt like chains was actually a shield, guiding your steps to the perfect point of release. And chosen one, this is why the barriers are falling now. The protection that once held you back is being removed because your season of readiness has arrived. God has examined your faith, your endurance, your patience, and your trust, and found you ready. The obstacles that once prevented you from moving forward were not walls against your progress. They were fences that ensured you would only enter your destiny at the perfect time, in the perfect alignment, fully equipped to receive what is meant for you. Ask yourself, how many times did you wish life would hurry up and give you your breakthrough? Now understand that your breakthrough was never delayed. It was preserved until the exact moment you could handle its fullness without being harmed or misaligned. This is the kind of divine protection that cannot be seen, cannot be measured, and cannot be replicated. It is a force moving in the spiritual realm, keeping enemies at bay, preventing wrong doors from opening, and safeguarding your spirit from what would have delayed, broken, or destroyed your path. And chosen one, as the walls come down, you may feel a mixture of awe, fear, and exhilaration. This is normal. That feeling is the unmistakable presence of God saying, now you are ready. Now you can move forward without obstruction. Now you can step into what I have prepared for you. The gates that once seemed locked, the opportunities that seemed impossible, the paths that appeared blocked, they are now opening because divine protection has done its work and your time has arrived. So, as you take this in, feel the weight of your past lighten. Understand that what held you back before was never a punishment, but a gift. It preserved your spirit, aligned your destiny, and positioned you perfectly to receive the unstoppable power that is now being unleashed. Chosen one, step forward with confidence. The barriers fall today. The protection remains in the background, silently guiding, but now your path is clear. The moment you have been prepared for is here, and there is no stopping what God has ordained. Can you sense it? The unseen currents are moving. The moment is yours. The divine release has begun. Chosen one, listen closely. What is about to touch your life is not temporary. This is not a fleeting blessing, a quick fix, or a momentary victory. What God is releasing now is a spiritual shift so profound, so complete, that it will realign your entire life, your calling, and your authority. Have you ever wondered why some breakthroughs feel small, fleeting, or incomplete? That is because they lack the fullness of divine alignment. What is coming for you now is different. It is permanent. It is unstoppable. It carries a divine authority that reshapes not only your path, but the very trajectory of your destiny. Ask yourself, are you ready to step into a life that cannot be derailed, no matter the obstacles? This power does more than open doors. It reconstructs the rooms you step into. It does more than grant victories. It establishes a foundation so firm that no opposition can shake it. Imagine a river carving through mountains, not slowly, but with unstoppable force, reshaping valleys, creating new paths, and nourishing everything in its course. That is what this release will do in your life. Every skill, every gift, every spiritual seed you have planted is about to bear fruit in ways that will astonish you. What once seemed impossible, unattainable, or out of reach will now come within your grasp, because God is orchestrating circumstances that align perfectly with your purpose. Can you feel the energy of it stirring within you right now? That is the signature of destiny being rewritten. And chosen one, understand this. This is not a reward for what you have done. It is a recognition of who you are becoming. Your faith, your patience, your endurance, your willingness to rise even when the world pressed against you. These qualities have positioned you to receive this transformation. The power you are being aligned with will not only elevate your life, but will recalibrate your influence, your authority, and the way you are seen in the spiritual and natural realms. It will amplify your calling, multiply your capacity, and open doors that were previously invisible. Ask yourself, have I been ready to walk into a destiny that matches the fullness of my spirit? This is why what unfolds now is permanent. It is anchored in divine authority, not human effort. It cannot be stolen, delayed, or diminished. The moment you embrace it, the trajectory of your life shifts. Relationships, opportunities, breakthroughs, and spiritual clarity will begin to align as if the universe itself is bending toward your favor. The blessings are not simply material or temporary. They are spiritual, prophetic, and life-altering. This is a full-scale recalibration of your destiny, chosen one, designed to ensure that nothing and no one can ever take the fullness of what God has intended for you. So as you receive this truth, ask yourself, am I prepared to allow my life to be transformed in ways that cannot be undone? Am I ready to walk in authority, purpose, and destiny that is unstoppable, divinely guided, and eternally aligned? The power being released now is not a spark, it is a flood. It will awaken the hidden potential within you, break cycles that have held you back, and propel you into a future that mirrors the depth of your calling. Chosen one, feel it, embrace it, and step boldly, because this is the moment when your destiny begins to move in unstoppable alignment. Heaven has timed this for you. Your moment is now. Chosen one, listen closely. As the divine power surges and the barriers begin to fall, there is one thing God is asking of you above all else: stillness. Yes, stillness. In a world that rewards speed, hustle, and relentless pushing, heaven calls you to pause, to quiet your mind, and to let the currents of divine energy move through you without obstruction. Have you been running ahead of what God was preparing? Have you tried to force doors open, to manipulate circumstances, or to create opportunities where only waiting could produce results? This is the moment to release all of that and simply stand in the presence of God, fully aware that what is being released is unstoppable and perfectly timed. Stillness does not mean passivity. It does not mean ignoring your calling or hiding from action. It means receiving with intention, allowing your spirit to absorb the fullness of what is being poured into you, and trusting that the energy flowing through this season is already directing you toward the right path. Chosen one, how often have you felt impatient, anxious, or frustrated because you could not see the end from the beginning? God wants you to step out of the pressure of timelines and into the rhythm of divine orchestration. Your role is not to control the river. Your role is to float, to move with its current, and to recognize the opportunities it brings. Trust and faith are your companions in this moment. They are not optional. They are the keys that unlock your alignment. Every doubt that lingers, every fear that rises, is an invitation to hand it over to God and acknowledge that His timing, His plan, and His power surpass everything you can imagine. Do you trust the unseen? Do you believe that the steps you cannot yet see are already being prepared by hands far greater than yours? That trust is what allows the energy of this moment to flow through you unhindered, to reconfigure your life, and to open doors that would remain closed to anyone trying to rush, force, or reason it. Patience is also essential, chosen one. Divine energy moves with precision, not panic. It is not subject to human schedules, and it will not be hurried by your anxiety. When you resist the natural timing of God, you risk misalignment. But when you step into stillness, when you allow trust and faith to guide you, the invisible currents move around you, lifting you to positions you never thought possible, and aligning your life with the destiny that has been prepared for you since the foundation of time. Can you feel the subtle shift within your spirit as you release control and step into patience? That is the unmistakable sign that you are entering alignment with heaven itself. Finally, chosen one, surrender is the final act of readiness. Don't try to understand it all yet. You do not need to know the exact steps or predict the full scope of what God is doing. Your role is to receive fully, allow the energy to flow through every part of your being, and walk the path that is opening before you. Step carefully, yet boldly. Move with faith, not fear. Flow with purpose, not panic. Every gift, every opportunity, every breakthrough is being orchestrated for you now. But it requires your willingness to trust, your patience to wait, and your stillness to allow God's plan to unfold without interference. So as you breathe in this truth, ask yourself, am I ready to let go of control, to embrace stillness, and to fully receive the power that God is releasing? Can I walk into this moment with trust, faith, and patience, knowing that the invisible currents are moving me toward a destiny that is unstoppable and divinely guided? Chosen one, heaven is waiting for your surrender. Your moment is here. Step into it fully and let God's power carry you to the life, calling, and authority you were always meant to claim.